Hello there everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back from Nub Raids. I've literally just finished up my CVC stream for this morning. By the way, there is a cool giveaway going on right now. You can find info about that in the stream VOD. Cross promotion, look at this, sell out to the max. But I came out of that stream straight into some crazy information, really fun information on Content Creator Chat, which is the new login champion, a new login legendary who is going to be in the game and filling in for Arik. So if we end this clan boss run, basically, once you get far enough into your login days, you start to get fragments for different champions. We are almost to the end of collecting fragments for Arik, who's the current one. I'll do a video on her soon as well when I get her and can book her up. But replacing her is going to be this new guy. This new guy is called Ceez, and he is an epic attack-based champion force affinity for the Ogren tribes, and Plarium says that he is particularly designed for the arena. Initial thoughts are that he's only an epic, so by the time you're far enough into the game to actually start getting fragments for this guy by logging in, it's quite unlikely that you're going to be needing an epic champion for arena. That seems a bit weird. However, he cannot be pulled from sacred shards, but you can pull him from ancient shards. And that is most likely where his usefulness is going to lie. It's kind of true of, to be honest, all of these login champions. Most of them aren't that good. Like after Cleopteryx, or Cleopteryx, however you say her name, after her, none of them are really that good for you when you get them. But if you did pull them from an ancient shard, like on a free-to-play or low-spend account within like the first year maybe even of playing, they could all be extremely good. So that's sort of the context for him. Not likely to be good when you get him from logins, but if you pulled him from an ancient shard earlier on, he could be very good. Anyway, he's Ogren Tribes, which is a faction that, doesn't have a ton of big damage dealers. He is a damage dealer, so that could be quite cool. Let's take a look at his kit. A1, Snicker and Slice. Attacks one enemy, puts increased attack on this champion for 2 turns if he crits. 20% damage from books. A good solid move, providing increased attack for himself for things like Faction Wars, maybe even Doom Towers. And for Arena itself, that's quite nice, right? A way to give himself increased attack is useful. Can work well with ally attack or revenge accessories too. Knight of the Bat is A2, I like the name, books to a 3-turn cooldown, attacks one enemy 3 times, fills this champion's turn meter by 10% on each critical hit, and also places Perfect Veil on this champion for 1 turn, 20% damage as well from books. Seems like a solid move, right? Triple hitter, that's cool. It's up to 30% turn meter, feels pretty nice. The Perfect Veil, I think this is a good solid move, right? Depends how hard it hits, but let's say it hits pretty hard, gives some turn meter and Perfect Veil. I think that's a useful thing to have on your attack-based nuker. Though he does have an AoE attack, I guess that's my concern. He has an AoE attack, so you presume he opens with the AoE attack, and then he gives himself Perfect Veil round 2, but he has to survive to round 2, and then if he survives here, he's just going to go into his A1, which is a bit weird. Maybe you could have Mastery procs get back to his A3. Maybe you're concerned about reaction stuff. You open up with Knight of the Bat here, give him Perfect Veil, wait out reaction, wait out Stone Skin, and then you nuke. I don't know. What do we think about that? Seems strange. Anyway, his A3, Swarming Suffering, this does book down to a 3-turn cooldown. It's an AoE attack, puts 30% increased crit damage on this champion before attacking, and heals him by 5% max HP on each critical hit. So, I mean, look, we'll see how hard it hits. We don't know. It gets, again, 20% damage from books. The increased crit damage will help him hit a little bit harder. It's not a very powerful buff, but it's okay. The heal is kind of nifty. Typically it's going to be about a 20% max HP heal, presuming he hits 4 targets. It's not amazing, but it's okay. And yeah, then his passive Gimme, I'm blocking it, but it says, if I turn me off, steals 15% of the turn meter from the enemy with the highest turn meter at the end of this champion's turn. This effect cannot be resisted. I love this part that it can't be resisted. Obviously not a champion you're going to build accuracy on, so that helps him to be relevant to actually manage to do this. So when he finishes his turn, he gets turn meter from the enemy at the highest turn meter. It's going to disrupt their team. It's pretty cool. Could definitely disrupt them, especially if he's killed a bunch of them, to like push their reviver, their tanky champion back, help your team stay in control, get control out there. I don't know, seems okay. Would he be good for Hydra? Let me think about that. That's an interesting question too. So if we look at him and we think about him as a Hydra champion, like as a mischief tank, he's going to put out some decent damage, heal himself. He does provide increased crit damage on a 3-turn cooldown for 2 turns. Increase attack whenever he A1s. That would be very easy to keep that up with revenge accessories or ally attacks. He does give himself Perfect Veil as well, but only for 1 turn. I don't know. He might be okay as a Hydra Mischief tank. He's not really bringing anything, though. That's the only issue. It's like he's probably going to do a decent job of it, but he doesn't really bring anything special. So, yeah, I don't know. What do we think of this champion? I pretty much feel like it's the expected thing from the login rewards at this point, where, like I said, I think by the time you get him from login rewards, basically useless. Maybe he's going to be helpful for speedrunning Faction Wars. We'll see how hard he hits. Don't really know. Probably hits hard, but not very hard. He's only an epic after all. I think if you pull him from shards early game, he could be great. He could be a great champion early game in the arena. Could be really solid for that. Lots of nice self buffs here. Force affinity. Could be a great force affinity nuker early on. But I think later, and then he could be a decent mischief tank for you early on, but he's going to be replaced probably in both roles, by the time you're a few months to a year into the game or something like that. We'll see. There you go. That is Ceez. Always fun, though, to see a new Ogren tribe. I like that. But yeah, there we go. Not too excited. There we go. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.